Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the introduction. This research was done by the Medical Imaging Department of the University of Algarve, and it's called Radiation Dose Reduction on Lens and Thyroid in Orthopantomography Exams. Our main purpose was to measure the entrance surface dose into the crystalline, the thyroid, and the body of the patient using an anthropomorphic phantom in panoramic radiographic exams. Also to check the efficiency of radiological protections and compare to the diagnostic reference levels of other studies. So this is a quantitative experimental study. The sampling method, we measured the dose within these three body parts. Subject to the orthopantomography, we used the standard and the pediatric protocol in order to compare the results, and we used around 20 exposures. These are our instruments. You have the model here, and also the detectors and the TLDs. Our protection, we had the barium protection, also lead. We also used manual exposure parameters, and the phantom was positioned in the radiographic equipment, as you can see here in figure 1, and also here in detail of the head. Here, the arrows, you can see the dosimeter positioning for specific anatomical sites on the lens and on the thyroid. Here, a view from below. For the quantification of the ESD, we placed 12 TLD dosimeters, and we used 4 different types of measurements: standard and protected, pediatric and protected, standard with protection, and a pediatric with protection. So we can see here several dosimeters placed on these body parts with and without the protection. Here you can see the exposure parameters. This is our mean and standard deviation, current and time. Here on table 3 we have the dose on the crystalline without and with radiological protection. We can see here a decrease both on the standard and on the pediatric exam. Here for the thyroid as well, with and without, you can also see a reduction, and also on the body. So, with these measurements on the phantom, the ESD, the crystalline, the thyroid and the body does not exceed the European guidelines. However, the efficiency level of barium protection in panoramic radiographic examinations increases the ESD at the level of the lens, and in this case, in particular, it's not justified. As we expected in our primary hypothesis, the use of a lead cervical collar reduces the ESD at the thyroid level in this type of exam, and we observed a reduction of 30 in the standard mode and almost half in the pediatric exam. Thank you very much for your attention.